If you're having fun while you're exercising or training, you're probably doing it wrong. Why do I say this? Well, if the reason you're training, going to the gym, going on a run, or doing whatever it is that you're doing, if your reason is that you want to get stronger, more fit, build muscle, get toned, most of the time, that's why we're doing these things. We're not just doing it for fun. If you have another reason other than fun, we're going to talk about that in a second, but if it's not just for the sake of having fun, you got to train really, really, really hard, really intensely. Now, when I say intense, that doesn't mean fast. It doesn't mean that you have to swing weights around and do box jumps and do all these crazy different things. But it does mean that you have to stress the muscles and really fatigue your body, and especially the muscles. And that's, what I do as a personal trainer. I don't just make people go run on the treadmill and watch them. I do squats and deadlifts and leg extensions and bicep curls, and I train the muscles, because if you train the muscles, you're going to get a lot of other physiological benefits. But getting back to fun, recreation, those types of things, if you're not training hard enough, you're not going to get the stimulus that your body needs. So the way that your body works is not with this sense of fun. Our bodies were not designed to go to the gym. They were designed to survive and replicate. So everything in our physiology is designed for those things. So survival meant getting in a fight to the death, not getting into a game with rules, in a fight to the death. Survive or die. That's how your body was designed. So if I go into my workouts and I'm doing some bicep curls, and when I start to feel the fatigue setting in, and I go, okay, I'm done. If I don't try to push through, again, safely, slowly, I would recommend moving slowly, because you're gonna decrease the amount of shearing forces on the ligaments, the tendons, and the muscles themselves. But if you're going slowly with good technique, but you're pushing past that level of muscular discomfort, not joint discomfort. If you have pain in your joints, that's when you need to stop and go see someone, go see a doctor. But if your muscles are fatigued, you get that burning sensation, and you stop and you don't try to push through it and really, really, really go hard, you're not going to get the benefits. Because again, your physiology was designed for life and death. We talk about fight or flight, right? Those hormones that get pumped through your body under stressful situations are going to do certain things to your body. And when you stress the muscle, when you stress the body in a certain way, it'll start sending bells and whistles and signals to start to grow. If you give it the proper rest, the proper nutrition, it will then respond to that. But if I never take it past that level of just discomfort, again, think about if you were in a fight to the death, you wouldn't just go, oh, this is challenging. You win, you're dead. You would fight and fight and fight and fight and fight until you had nothing left. Now, that might not be a realistic thing for you to do when you're going to the gym, but you want to try to recreate that mindset and that intensity when you're doing it. Again, intensity does not mean speed. Intensity means your level of effort. When I work out very slowly, meaning I move the weights very slowly, because I want to keep the tension in the target muscles, whatever that might be. But I go really, really intensely, meaning I do as much weight as I can handle with good technique, and I do as many repetitions as I can, usually somewhere between 6 and 12 repetitions. And I cannot do one single repetition more. If I feel like I have a little bit more intensity, I'll drop the weight down and then I'll do a few more. And so what I'm trying to do is fatigue the muscle and really get past, like when I'm pushing, let's just say on a bench press, I'm pushing. When I'm at the end, when I know I'm ready to stop, is because I'm pushing and the weight's not moving anywhere. I'm trying as hard as I can to push, but it's not going anywhere. When you do that, and you really maximize your potential by pushing through the pain, body hurts, okay, but you're still pushing through, that's when you start to get into this reserve that your body has. Because your body, when it starts feeling that sensation, that muscular fatigue, it's telling your brain and your body, it's saying, hey, we don't want to go here, okay? We have the level of our activity that we want to use, and then we have this reserve. That's only there for life and death situations. Again, that's how your body's designed. But it doesn't want to use that. Your body wants to take the path of least resistance. So if you want to get the results, like I'm talking about, if you have a reason why you're working out in the first place, results based, then you've got to take it into that threshold. So it's like you're going, body hurts, starting to hurt, it really hurts, and you start to push past that level where you would have stopped. That threshold that you get past, that's when your body starts giving the signals. That's when your body starts increasing testosterone and growth hormone, and then you can eat, recover, sleep, do all the things that you need to do to build that body back up. But if you never get there, if you always stop right before you get there, oh, it's getting tiring, rest, and then you do another set, oh, it's getting tiring. You don't even need to do multiple sets. You can just do one really, really, really super hard, intense set, boom, move on to the next exercise. That's how you should be training, because again, that's how your physiology was developed. It has the normal, everyday moving around stuff, strength, reserve, then it has the reserve. It doesn't want you to get into the reserve. So you've got to use your mind to push through it. Once you get into that reserve, bells and whistles go off and the body says, grow, because we don't know if this guy's going to get in a fight to the death tomorrow. I don't suggest doing that type of intense work 2 days in a row. And if you do it intensely enough, you're not going to be able to. So I only train once, twice a week maximum. That's it, because I'm working out intensely. But again, that's how you get the results. So if you're working out every day, you're never really getting to that level of muscular fatigue that will then start to send the signals to your body. So if you're working out and you're having fun, like playing a sport, going for a jog, going for a hike, going for a swim, those things have their place in life, but they're recreation. Jay Vincent talks about this. He has a great talk that he just put out on his YouTube, and it's called the 15 biggest fitness myths debunked. And he goes through this and talks about this. Almost all of these things are recreation. Training should be difficult. It should be hard. You should have to rest. You should have to take a day off or two because you're training so hard. So, big takeaway. If you're having fun, you're probably not doing it right. You want to get to that level of intensity, because when you do, that's when the body will start to give you the hormones. It'll start to give you all of the responses that it needs so that you can build. And again, most people are there doing their exercise, doing their training for a result, for a reason. So if you have those reasons and you have those end goals in mind, get in there, go after it hard, go intensely, but do it safely. That way, the intensity isn't on the joints, it's on the muscles, and that's how you get the benefit. So that's it for today. Until next time, I'll see you then.